Hello everyone, in the last video we have studied two techniques of dynamic programming, that is Warshall's and Lloyd's. Today we'll see 01 knapsack problem. This will be also called as knapsack problem using dynamic programming. If we solve the knapsack problem using dynamic programming, then it will be called as 0/1 knapsack problem. In exam they may ask the knapsack problem using dynamic programming or 0/1 knapsack problem. You should not get confused. That knapsack problem we have solved previously is greedy technique. Greedy technique will be given as greedy technique itself. Then for dynamic programming they will give it as 0/1 knapsack problem. Already you know what is this knapsack problem, why we use this one, all those things. Okay, directly I'll just go with the dynamic programming algorithm here. So here also we'll just use some 5 parameters for this knapsack problem. First one is m. You know it is the capacity. M is the capacity, and n is number of objects. N is number of objects, and then w is the weight, and then what? It is p, that is profit, and then x, it is an array which consisting of either 0 or 1. Okay, so only we call this as a 0/1 knapsack problem. Array will be consisting of 0 or 1. Okay, maximum profit, how will you calculate? Maximum profit will be calculated, you know, you have to just take the summation of the profit and the xi, that is the array elements from I is equals to 1 to n. Is it not? How you will just going to design this one? Here we have to just remember two things. We have two parameters I and then j in the problem. I will just represent the object in the problem, and then always j will represent the remaining capacity. In previous we were just using RC to find out the remaining capacity, but here we are using j to represent remaining capacity, and I represents the object, that is first object, second object, or the third object, the number of the objects, that is ith object. Okay, means which object to be selected. Okay, to more specific object to be selected, that is I. And here if I just write v of I comma j, what is the meaning of this v of I comma j? This v of I comma j is the profit obtained by considering all I objects with capacity j. V of ij is profit obtaining or obtained by considering all I objects, all I objects with capacity j. And here previously we were checking in greedy technique, we were just checking whether the weight is greater than the remaining capacity or the less than capacity, minimum capacity, that is remaining capacity. Is it not? If w is less than remaining capacity, we were just putting directly into the what? Your bag. If it is greater, then we were using the formula to divide that one, and then we were just putting. Here we have 3 cases for that one. You have to just consider 3 cases in order to just find out whether to put the value or the weight into the knapsack or not. Let me see the cases. See, the very first case is if there are no objects or capacity of knapsack itself is 0. If we don't have any objects is one thing, or if the capacity of knapsack is 0, they have not given the capacity, it is 0, then profit will be also 0. If we don't have objects also, profit is 0, and if knapsack capacity is 0 also, profit is 0. The total profit obtained is, how you will just find out this one? V of ij is equals to 0. I have already told V of ij is the profit obtained by I objects and j capacity. Here everything is 0 means the profit V of ij is equals to 0. if I is equals to 0 or j is equals to 0. If any one condition, if I is 0 or j is 0, directly no need to calculate any of the formula, directly you can write Vij is equals to 0. This is very important. Then I'll go for case 2. If weight of ith object Wi is greater than remaining capacity. Here the weight is greater than remaining capacity. Okay, we have a weight 10 but remaining capacity of knapsack is 5. Okay, in such case what you have to do, the object cannot be selected. If Wi greater than j, then what you have to do, V of I comma j is equals to V of I minus 1 comma j. You have to just reduce the object and then you have to just take the capacity. That particular object cannot be selected because I is greater than, W of I is greater than j for that particular case. So you have to do V of I minus 1 comma j. This is second case. Next I'll come for third case. This is very very important. If Wi is less than remaining capacity, this is clear. Wi is less than remaining capacity, then it can be just placed inside the what? Your knapsack. In such case we have two alternatives. Okay, we reject ith object. So profit obtained is V of I comma j is equals to V of I minus 1 comma j. That is if it is greater. Okay, then if this condition is true, if Wi is less than the capacity, then select ith object. Profit obtained, you have to just calculate it as V of Ij is equals to V of I minus 1 comma j minus Wi plus Pi. Okay, this is the standard formula. We have to calculate the profit if the given object's weight is less than your minimum capacity. I have just told you, you have to just consider these two cases. So what we have to do, we have to select the maximum of these two profit, because here the maximum profit we are going to select, is it not? If Wi is less than equal to j, then it is given by V of I comma j is equals to max of V of I minus 1 comma j or V of I minus 1 comma j minus Wi plus Pi. Maximum of these two has to be selected as the profit if W of I is less than or equal to j. So by seeing all the three cases, we can write the recurrence relation as V of I comma j is equals to 0. 0 if I is equals to j is equals to 0. V of I minus 1 comma j if Wi is greater than j. Max of V of I minus 1 comma j comma V of I minus 1 comma j minus Wi plus Pi if Wi less than equal to j. This is very important. This is the recurrence relation we have to just write. Okay. Now, if you remember this formula, it is very easy to solve the problem. It is very very important that you have to remember this one. With this only, we have to just solve the formula. It is easy to solve the formula also, and then it is easy to write the algorithm also. Let me just see the algorithm. See, for I is equals to 0 to n, for j is equals to 0 to m, do. I is equals to 0 to n means it is the number of objects. J is equals to 0 to m means it is the maximum capacity. So, if I is equals to 0 or j is equals to 0, then it is V of Ij is equals to 0. You can see in the recurrence relation. Else if Wi greater than j, if weight is greater than j, what you have to do? You have to just reject the current object and you have to go with the previous one. V of Ij is equals to V of I minus 1 comma j. Else, that is Wi is not greater than j, it is less than j, then V of Ij is equals to max V of I minus 1 comma j, V of I minus 1 comma j minus W of I plus P of I. Then you have to just return the profit. Now, let me just take the analysis of this one. We'll do the analysis for this. See, T of n is equals to summation I is equals to 0 to n, j is equals to 0 to m. So I is equals to 0 to n, j is equals to 0 to m. By seeing this one, you can say this is not a recursive algorithm. This is just a non-recursive algorithm, because here we are not calling any function inside the algorithm, is it not? So I'll take basic operation as 1. So what you will get? Summation I is equals to 0 to n, then upper bound minus lower bound plus the basic operation. You will get it as m plus 1. Summation I is equals to 0 to n, m plus 1 you will get. Next, this m plus 1 I'll consider as a constant. I'll take it outside. Summation I is equals to 0 to n. This is 1. What you'll get? M plus 1. So it is again what? Upper bound minus lower bound plus 1. Okay. You'll get it as m plus 1 into n plus 1. If I just multiply this, mn plus m plus n plus 1 you will get. See here. Here, how will you just find out what is the time complexity of this one? M and n are having equal degrees. So m and n. This m, n combinedly we are having. So this is the lower order of growth. This is the highest order of growth. So you have to just consider t of n belongs to theta of m n. This is the time complexity of your knapsack algorithm using dynamic programming or 0 by 1 knapsack problem. Okay, now let us move to the problem. This is the problem. Apply dynamic programming technique for the following instance of the knapsack problem with capacity m is equals to 5. Items, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, that is number of object is equals to 4, that is n is equals to 4, and the corresponding weights are 2, 1, 3, 2, and value is nothing but the profit. They may give it as value or the profit, both are one and the same. Values are 12, 10, 20 and then 15. Okay, now we'll go with the solution. Now we'll go with the solution. N is equals to 4 because items they have given it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and maximum capacity m is equals to 5. It is already given in the question, that is m is equals to 5. And then weights, W1 is equals to 2, W2 is equals to 1, W3 is equals to 3, and then W4 is equals to 2. Then profits, that is nothing but the value they have given, 12, P2 is equals to 100, sorry, it is 10, P3 is equals to 20, then P4 is equals to 15. Okay. And here always you remember in 0 by 1 knapsack problem, we always store the values in matrix format. Always we store the values in matrix format. Okay, let me go with the step 1. So step 1, I'll take it as n is equals to 4, m is equals to 5. So we should have a solution matrix with m is equals to 5 and n is equals to 4. But always remember, if n is equals to 4 means you should not start with 1 to 4. You have to start with 0 to 4. Because always you have to just represent the values of I and j initially as 0. So for both, j is equals to j, that is m is equals to 5 means from 0 to 5 you have to take. N is equals to 4 means from 0 to 4 you have to take. This step you have to remember. This is very, very, very important. N is equals to 4 means from 0 to 4. 5 means it is 0 to 5. You have to take. Then in step 2, we start the initial solution. Okay, we'll just start the step 2. We'll start with the initial solution. I is equals to j and j is equals to, sorry, I is equals to 0 or j is equals to 0. If I is equals to 0 or j is equals to 0 means, what is the condition? V of ij should be equal to 0. Is it not? See here, if I come here, I is equals to 0, j is also equal to 0. So I'll put 0. I is equals to 0 and j is equals to 1. But either any one is 0, then it should be 0. So this is also 0. I is 0, j is 2. I 0, so here also 0. Likewise, I'll put 0 for all the things. If I come here, j is equals to 0, I is equals to 0, it is done. J is equals to 0, I is equals to 1. But j is equals to 0 means obviously it is 0. Then j is equals to 0, but I is equals to 2. It is 0. Likewise, first row and first column, always it will be equal to 0 because either I or j will be equal to 0 in the first column. This is your step 2. Then I'll go for step 3. I'll go for step 3. In step 3, what you have to take? When I is equals to 1, okay, the first item I'm taking, first item from your problem, Wi is equals to 2 and profit is equals to 12. Here no need to arrange anything. In previously in greedy technique we were arranging in a order and then we were solving, but here no need to arrange. See, in the question it is given item 1, weight 2 and value is 12. I'm just starting with the first value. I is equals to 1, weight is equals to 2 and profit is equals to 12. Okay, with this again I have to just check what is the capacity, is it not? So here for this one, J value varies from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. J is the maximum capacity we have taken. Already 0 is filled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For I is equals to 1, we have to fill all these things. Is it not? I is equals to 1, J is equals to 1, J is 2, J3, J4, J5. All these things you have to fill. So for I is equals to 1, J value varies from 1 to 5. Wi and Pi is already given. Okay. Now here I'll just take one table and then I'll just show you how you have to solve this one. Yes, this is how we have to just do in step 3. You already know the formula, just write down it for your reference. So Wi value, it is given as 2 and J value, it will vary from 1 to 5. So I have just taken it as 1 to 5. Now we have to just take Vij. Vij. What is I? It is 1. What is J? It is 1. So V of 1, 1. Now you have to, before calculating, you have to just check whether the weight is greater than J or less than J. Now J value is 1, weight is 2. What is here? Wi is greater than J. See here? Here Wi is greater than J. If Wi is greater than J, what is the formula? V of I minus 1. I value is 1. So 1 minus 1, 1. So you will get it as 0, 1. If any one value from I or J, then what is the value? It is 0. Directly I will write it as 0. Any one is 0 among I and J, directly I will write it as 0. Next, Vij. I is 1 itself, this value will not change. J value, it is 2. V of 1, 2. Here, Wi is equal. If it is equal, then what you have to do? If it is less than or equal to J, then we have to just go with this formula. Okay, so I'll just go with this. Max of V of I minus 1, that is I value is 1 itself. 1 minus 1 is 0. J value is 2. V of 0, 2, V of I minus 1, 0, 1 minus 1, that is J value is what? 2. Wi value is what? 2. 0, 0 plus the profit. What is profit? 12. See here I value is 0, so this entire thing will become 0. Here both are 0, this entire thing will become 0. What you will get? 0, 0 plus 12 you will get. Which is maximum? 12 is maximum. So value of this is 12. Okay. Next, V of 1, 3. That is I, J. Here Wi is less than J. Wi is less than equal to J. Again the same formula. Max V of I minus 1, J, I minus 1, J minus Wi. Okay. Plus Pi. Now what you will get? V of I minus 1, J. I value is 1, 0. 0, 3 you will get. This is value is 0 because I value will become 0. Here also I minus 1, 1 minus 1. This will become 0. J minus Wi. What is J value? 3. 3 comma 2 is 3 minus 2 is 1, but here one value is already 0, so it is 0. Pi value is 12. Even here also you will get it as 12. Okay, next v of 1 comma 4, because j value is 4 here, so wi is less than j. Again the same formula. Max of I minus 1, that is 1 minus 1, 0. J value is what? It is 4. 0 comma 4 comma v of I minus 1 is 0. J minus wi. 4 minus 2 is 2 plus profit is 12. One value is 0. This entire thing will be 0. Here one value is 0. Entire thing will be 0. Then it is 12. Next, v of 1 comma 5. Again here weight is less than j, so v of 0 comma 5, then v of 0 comma 5 minus 2 is 3 plus 12. Value of I is 0, entire thing is 0, so it is 12. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to update these values in your matrix. What is I 1 comma 1? 0, then all the other values are 12. I 1 j 1, 1 comma 1, it is 0, then other values 1 comma 2, see 1 comma 2 is 12, 3 4, 1 comma 5 is also 12, 1 comma 3 is 12, 1 comma 4 is 12, and 1 comma 5 is 12. Okay, now I'll go for step 4. What is the value of I? I is equals to 2, because this row you have to find out. I is equals to 2. Second item, so second weight wi is equals to 1 and profit is 10. Second item I'm taking I is equals to 2. Now we have to just compute the result. Weight is what? It is 1. J value again it varies from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now v of ij, I value is 2, j value is 1, v of 2 comma 1. Here which condition? wi is equals to j. wi is equals to j means less than equal to j. Max value you have to take. So max of v of I minus 1 comma j. I minus 1 means 2 minus 1, 1. J is 1 comma v of what? I minus 1, that is 1. Then j minus wi, that is j minus wi, 1 minus 1, it is 0 plus profit, it is 10. Here v of 1 comma 1, what is the value of v of 1 comma 1? You have to take it from previous table, that is 0. Here one value is 0, that is j value is 0. This entire thing will be 0 plus 10. 0 plus 10 is 10. The value of this is 10. Next, v of 2 comma 2. So here wi is less than j. Again the max value you have to take. Max of v of I minus 1. I minus 1 means it is 1. J value is 2. V of 1 comma 2. Then v of I minus 1, that is 1. Then j minus wi. 2 minus 1 is what? 1 plus 10. See here, you have to just take maximum of v of 1 comma 2. V of 1 comma 2 is what? 12. V of 1 comma 1 is what? 0 plus 10. So 12 comma 10, which is maximum? 12 is maximum. So I will take 12 over here. Next, v of 2 comma 3, that is I is 2, j is 3. So max v of I minus 1, that is 1, j value is 3. v of 1 comma 3, then v of I minus 1 is 1, j minus wi, 3 minus 1 is 2 plus 10. So maximum of 1 comma 3, 1 comma 3 is what? 12, and v of 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2 is what? 12 plus 10. This is 12 and this is 22. Which is maximum? 22 is maximum. So you have to take 22 over here. Then v of 2 comma 4. Again wi is less than j. v of I minus 1. I minus 1 is 1. Then j value is 4. v of 1 comma 4. I minus 1, j minus wi. 4 minus 1, that is 3 plus 10. So maximum of v of 1 comma 4 is 12. v of 1 comma 3 is again 12 plus 10. Here also it is 22. v of 2 comma 5. Here also wi is less than j. Go with this formula again. I minus 1, 1, j value is 5, I minus 1 is 1, j minus wi, that is 4 plus 10. Then maximum of 1 comma 5, it is 12. v of 1 comma 4, it is 12 plus 10. Again it is 22. 2 comma 1 is 10, 2 comma 2, 12, 2 comma 3, 22, 2 comma 4, 22, 2 comma 5, 22. 10, 12, 22, 22, 22. Update this here. 10, 12, this is 22, 22, and then 22. It is updated. Next, go for step 5. I is equals to 3. So here I is equals to 3. wi is equals to 3 and profit is equals to 20. So wi I'll update with 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the j value. v of I comma j, 3 comma 1. Here wi is greater than j. Greater than j means v of I minus 1 comma j. I minus 1 means 2, j value is 1. 2 comma 1. What is value of 2 comma 1? It is 10. So I'll just write this equal to 10. Now v of 3 comma 2. Here also wi is greater than j. 3 is greater than 2. So v of I minus 1 comma j. I minus 1 means it is 2. J value is also 2. v of 2 comma 2, it is 12. Next, v of I comma j, that is 3 comma 3. J value is 3. Now here wi is equal to j. You have to take the max. So v of I minus 1 comma j. I minus 1 means 2. J value is 3. Then v of I minus 1 comma j minus wi. J minus wi means 3 minus 3 is equals to 0 plus profit. What is profit? It is 20. Is it not? So this entire thing will become 0. Now what you have to do? Max of v of 2 comma 3. What is v of 2 comma 3? 22 comma 20. This is 22. Maximum value is 22. Next, v of I is equals to 3, 3 comma 4. Then max. Here also wi less than j. So again the max. I minus 1, 2, our j value is 4. Then v of I minus 1 is 2, j minus wi, 4 minus 3 is equals to 1 plus 20. So maximum of 2, 4, it is 22, 2, 1, it is 10, 10 plus 20 is 30, so maximum is 30, I'll take 30. Then v of 3, 5, again it is max v of 2, 5, then v of 2, 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 plus 20. So max of v of 2, 5, what is v of 2, 5? It is 22. v of 2, 2, it is 12. 12 plus 20 is 32. Maximum is 32. I'll take 32. So update these values: 10, 12, 22, 30, 32. What are the values? 10, 12, 22, 30, 32. Now the last step, I is equals to 4 we have to take. Here last step, I is equals to 4. What is the value of wi? Is equals to 2 and profit is equals to 15. So wi is equals to 2, j 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now v of I, j, that is 4, 1. v of 4, 1. Here wi is greater than j, so I minus 1, j. v of 3, 1. What is v of 3, 1? Here it is 10. So v of 3, 1 is 10. Here both are equal, then max formula 4, 2. So max of v of I minus 1, j, I minus 1 means 3, 2 is v of I minus 1, 3, then j minus wi, it is 0, plus profit is 15. So among these, which is max? 3, 2 value, it is 12, 15, because here j value is 0 means this thing will become 0, it is 15. Maximum of 12 and 15 is 15. Next, v of 4, 3. What is v of 4, 3? Here also wi is less than j. So max v of 3, 3, then v of 3, j minus wi, it is 1 plus 15. So max of v of 3, 3, 3, value is 22. Then v of 3, 1, 3, 1 is 10 plus 15, it is 25. Maximum is maximum is 25. Then v of 4, 4. Here also wi less than j. So max v of I minus 1, that is 3, 4. v of 3, 4 minus 2, it is 2 plus 15. So max of 3, 4 is 30. Then 3, 2. 3, 2 is 12. 12 plus 15 is 27. Maximum is 30. v of 4, 5. Here again this is less than j. So v of 3, 5. v of 3, 5 minus 2 is 3 plus 15. So max of 3, 5 is 32. 3, 3 is 22. 22 plus 15, it is 37. This is equal to 37. So update the value: 10, 15, 25, 30, 37. Ten. 15, 25, 30, 37. Now you have to just find out the optimal solution. Always remember, in matrix representation, the last value, what you will get, the last value, this is the maximum profit you will get from knapsack, and this is called as the optimal solution. Okay, so you have to just write, therefore optimal solution V of n comma m, that is V of 4 comma 5, the last value is equals to 37. This is the optimal solution for your knapsack problem using dynamic programming. If you remember the 3 formulas, then it is very easy. Okay, and this is very important. Nearly for 8 to 10 marks or 12 marks they'll ask this problem in exam. Thank you.